Hello, 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 hello. So we're back. It's another week, and we're going to go back to Global Farmer. So I've been looking to kind of go back to this one for a little while, and I thought today's the perfect opportunity. So they've made some updates. They made some big updates, and basically they said the updates are that big, you need a new game. So the issues that I was having, where kind of the save game that I loaded then didn't save, those have been fixed. But they've made some significant changes and things, so they're going, yeah, you kind of need a new save game. So we're going to stay in Luxembourg, but we're going to go to a different part of Luxembourg. We're not going to stay in France. We're going to go to Luxembourg, and we're going to go to 1645, and we're going to go there just because we can. So yes. So this is a different location in Luxembourg. Still meaningful to me, obviously. Oh, okay. So yeah. So we're going to give this another go. Oh, did I? No, I didn't select yet. Okay. Selecting the difficulty. We're going to stick with casual, I think, because I think that's kind of the middle of the road option. We don't want to be too uber schnoober doober gruber. So yeah, and we're going to enable the tutorial, so just in case anyone joins in that didn't watch the last set of videos that I did on this, which was just leading up to the launch of the game, which was back in, was that August or October last year? It was last year, which is easy to say because we're like 6th of January. So yeah, there we go. So we got 1424 fields. Let's go. Let's go do this, baby. So, yes. I still need to kind of do the shenanigan edit out of Dare's trucking stream last Sunday. I haven't forgotten. Well, I have forgotten, but I haven't not done it yet because I haven't done it, and I haven't not done it because I haven't completely not done it. If that makes sense. Okay, so we are going to place our farm. This road here, I think, is Monte du Rund. So we're going to place our farm right here. Because I said so. Basically. Oh, it's on a field. Do we want it on a field? No. Probably not, but we'll remove the field. That's fine. We'll remove the field. So we've got to buy one field on the map. We're going to switch to the map. We're going to buy a field. Should we buy that field? We want to buy one that's fairly close to us, don't we? How much is that? 29 grand. Yes, we'll buy that field. Thanking you kindly. Manage workers. Hire 2 workers. Really? Okay, so we've got add a worker. So we've now got 2 workers. That's fine. Great work. From now on, it's all about growing your crops. Fantastic. Choose what crop to plant. Confirm planterization. So we're going to go here. We're going to see what does it look like is the best fit. Aruni. Okay, so if we kind of go through these different areas. So it looks like canola is a good fit. We may not have the equipment for doing that just yet. Okay, so canola, canola. Okay, so what are we doing? We want 90. That's a 98%. That's 97%. 99% just if we get it middle of April. Okay, so we can't do the ploughing because we don't have a device. It's going to take us 8 days. It's going to take us 4 days if we do it with 2 people. We have 2 people. Let's do 2 people. We'll start with 1 field. We'll start with 1 field. Try and do the tutorial first. And I've left the music on this time because the music's kind of chill, and the devs have said that the music is, as far as they're concerned, is royalty free. So we'll see how we go. If it becomes a problem, I will turn it off. Okay, so we can do that and confirm it. Wait for actions to finish. So we're going to kind of speed through the first year, I think. So let's go. We've got. Oh, we can accept contracts. Are there any contracts we wish to accept? There they are. Contracts. Nope, I don't think so. So we're going to just carry on with the tutorial. We're going to skip to next action. So the first year, which is the current year, i.e. 2025, which is going to skip forward. We're going to be paying our workers a whole bunch of money just to work one field. So here they go. The water looks nice now. I don't know if that's changed or no. But the reflections on the water are quite nice. So let's go fast speed. And fast speed again.
All hands brace for impact.
There we go. Excellent. So harvest your first crop. It doesn't tell us about crop damage until afterwards. Lack of sunshine. Ooh. That should only be a short-lived thing. Oh, we've got a weed pressure thing here. This is new. I mean, weed pressure increases when growing the same crop again. Speeds up how fast weeds grow. Okay, that's good. So we've got an indicator of what the multiplier is. It's good, 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 good. It's what we like. So we are currently taking 0.2% crop damage, which is hopefully not going to last for a lot longer, as the sunshine should be going up. Da, 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 da. We probably could have planted it a little bit later, but that's okay. So this is... Oh, okay. I don't know if this is year 1 or field 1, or... I don't know what this 1 is. Let's have a look in the field manager. Field overview. Oh, we've got build on map as well. That's new. I do have an inkling as to what that is because it was in the release notes. Field overview, lively meadow. Okay, so build on map. So we can put herbicide storages. Buildings cannot be placed on field roads or what's it? Okay, that's fine. So that's field spraying costs minus 30%. Okay. Water tower. Field irrigation costs minus 30%. Wind pump. Field water access. Field harvest yield 10%. Okay. And then looks like there's some more there that we can't afford yet. Including a wind turbine. Ah, nice. So that we can get some passive income potentially as we kind of go forward. Oh, I like this. This is nice. These are nice additions. Machinery shed provides maintenance to nearby operating machinery, reducing their daily operation costs on the field. Nice, like that. So they've really added some cool stuff to this, and you can add some decorations as well. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I think we're going to place a cherry tree by our house. By our farm. There we go. Because why not? Because why not? I wonder if you can remove some of the stuff on map as well. Doot, doot, doot. Indeedles. Build. Field tools. Oh yeah, the field tools is the changing the fieldages. Okay, that's fine. Looks like we cannot delete things like that yet. So we can't remove buildings, we can't remove fences, that it's auto-generated by the looks of it at the minute, unless I'm missing something, but that's fine. Because that's probably the most pointless field. There's a 1 there, so I wonder what that 1 is. Obviously means something or other. So yeah, so we are actually in Luxembourg, not in Bertange. Where we were previously is, I think, out this way here, out that road. Or something. I don't think it will be shown on here. I think it's a bit too far out because it was a good few minutes on the bus. But looks like we've got plenty of fields. We can do some editing of fields and put some new fields in and stuff as we get going. But, perfect. So let's keep an eye on that. Let's just skip to the next action so we can get the harvest, so that we can finish the tutorial. That's the word. Oh, excuse me. And then we can start to try and get ourselves to proper money. Okay, there we go. They are harvesterizating. Oh, excuse me. I had onions tonight, so be glad you're not in the room with me. That's all I'm going to say. So extremely hot weather, soil moisture decreases extremely. Oh, so we've got a. Looks like that's a weather event. So that's kind of extremely hot weather, not just normal hot weather. That's nice. So we can try and then figure out how we make the best of our workers, how we make the profits and stuff. So obviously we'll be planning for next year. We're probably going to seed the... I'm going to check out and see what happens if we put the ryegrass, that's the thing, the ryegrass on here. Okay, we've done the first harvest. Yay! With your first harvest successful, you can go to the marketplace and sell it. Contracts are also an option. Okay, so fantastic. So it wants us to go to the marketplace screen and sell. There we go. That's not going to pay all of our bills, funnily enough. Accept 1 contract. Okay, so we need to accept 1 contract. Well, are we going to be able to do that this year? I doubt it. I doubt it most greatly. Oh, we've got 400 days for that one. 26,000, 26 kilos of those. Can we grow lettuce? Can we grow 11 kilos of lettuce? That's a good question. Can we grow 5 kilos of asparagus? I wonder is the real question. How will this field take asparagus, I wonder? Lack of water, no nitrogen, no potassium. Okay. pH value mismatch, weed damage. The soil doesn't seem to be awful. Let's cancel that. Let's plant the ryegrass to hopefully restore the soil. Lack of water is minus 900, 192%. We probably need to figure out how to kind of do the irrigation then. So let's get Let's get something for that. So we can builderize 8. And we're going to put a medium-sized parking in. We're going to put. We can get an old tractor, so we can have a small old tractor for not very much money. It can do the basic field work, but can't pull larger implements. That's fine. Implements. We want to have the irrigation hose. I'm assuming that can be pulled by the little bitty tractor. Okay, so now let's go out and see if we can irrigate that field. Irrigate the field. Looks like we can. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we've got the field. There we go. A little old tractor. It's doing its job. I'm imagining it probably won't put it all the way up to 100% irrigation. Oh, it pauses it when we go in that menu. That's good. Like that. Okay, yes, so it can... lack of water. Planting date too early. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's confirm that in there. And we'll irrigate it again. And we might need to have a little a sprayer for weeds. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I like it. It grays those out. Like that. I think previously they just disappeared, but it grays them out. I like it. Implements, please. Anti-weeds. Just like that. There we go. Okay. Spray for weeds. I don't normally with ryegrass, but it's fine. Do. So we've got to accept a carrot or an onion contract. So we'll wait till next year for that, I think. So it has been a while since I played this game, which is fine. Can't play everything all the time. I was going to go with London, but I thought we'd stick with Luxembourg. We've got some larger fields out there. That's good. So there we go. Oh, we only had one worker on that. Dang it. I missed an opportunity. Oh well. Never mind. Never mind. So we might buy this field as well. Ready for next year. We got quite a bit of success with the sheep last time, didn't we? So we might have a look and see what we can do. What's the cost to get ourselves in sheep again? Storage. Get a small silo. We will get a sheep barn. Well, we can't buy the food for them anyway, can we? Put that right there. I can't remember what food they eat. Oh, they eat the ryegrass, so we're doing that anyways. So that's fine. And dandy. So we're already working towards that. Yay. Financial overview is probably not looking very good, really. But there we go, that's fine. Oh, we can do loans. Yeah, I don't think we want a loan at the minute. Let's see how we go. Oh, we've got. Looks like we've got a total of 30 tons of basic storage, kind of assumed base level, because that 20 tons has increased it to 50 tons for silos. That's good. That's good. I like that. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. 2 workers. Got new contracts in 109 days, so I'm going to let the contracts go because that's the next step of our tutorial. Oh, look, they've added, looks like a split, field splitting, field editing, so you can click on an existing field and edit it. You can add a new field. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. I haven't tried these, so that's good. Happy, happy, happy. We couldn't go into skip to next action because we were in the build menu, which is fine. So we've got nutrients doing well. Hopefully that's good. Oh, we've got a sound mismatch. Okay, that's not the end of the world. So we are powering on through. Doodly doodly. Drinkerini? While we're working through that, I guess we should have a song, probably. So let's have one that we haven't played for a little while.
Many years ago, on a field not far away, Hitman and Fatman started to farm and play. Beware the red tractor, it surely will become a Derpalophagus factor, bouncing right up to the sun. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocents will never know. As the years fly by, farming does go on, witnessing forks of justice. Some friends have been and gone, enjoying the time as if it were a crime. The clock ticks on, but the fun dies by. Up and down the field we go, sowing seeds with love, we watch them grow. Up and down the field we go, where the crazy innocents will never know. As the years fly by, the farming does go on, witnessing forks of justice. Some friends have been and gone, enjoying the time
up and down the field. Excellent. So they are consumerizing 18 tons a day. It's not 18 tons a day, it's like 0.18 or something like that. But that's fine. So they're producing wool, which is good. It's exactly what we needed. So that should give us some steady income. Heading into December. Wait till we get to January. Actually, we'll wait till we get to the end of December. Yeah. Okay, we are going to sell the wool. That's good. So I'll need more ryegrass. They're going through that fairly well. We might buy a field for pasture land. Don't think that'll do well for pasture land. What should we buy pasture land? Why is that one there? Can we get them on there, do you think? I'm not sure that's going to be big enough. That's way too big. That's probably too big. That's going to be too small. Where shall we go? Too small, that's too big. Don't like the shape of those. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to use those field editing tools. I'm going to split off like so. I'm going to delete that field. And we are going to split this one again, like so. And then we're going to buy that field. 2,500, and that hopefully we can convert to pasture. And we can specify that for our sheep, and it can take all of them. Oh no, it can take a lot of one. Really? It's big enough for one sheep? So it can only house one out of the 6 sheep, really? Okay. $10 per hectare, okay. 10 per hectare, so that is 0.1 of a hectare, so yes, that's 1 sheep. So we need to have 0.6 of a hectare. Okay, let's... field tools. Split it. That's 0.28 of a hectare, so that will probably take... Will that take 3, do you think? Let's see. Let's buy it. Convert it to pasture land. Set it for sheep. It's only going to take 2. Dang it. That's 3 of them accommodated. Not running low on money just yet, so that's 1.2 hectares. So if we split that in half-ish, let's do the field editing tools again. Let's see how that works. That's 0.49. Let's have that and convert to pasture and for the sheep. For the sheep. For the 4 sheep. Okay. We've got some sheep pasture lands there. We might buy that one at some point. Just give ourselves some more space. But not yet. Trayman! Hello, happy Monday. Sorry, Vam and Trayman, I didn't see you. Vam is there, just eating some food. Excellent. Hello, hello. We're making progress, I think. So we want to now go into next year and see what the contracts are. We want a contract for carrots or onions. Okay, so we basically spent a bunch of money and we didn't make anywhere near enough to make it worthwhile, but that's fine. It's not supposed to be easy getting started. Okay, so now let's look at the contracts. Contracts. 8 tons of carrots. I think that's where we're going to go because we can't do the onions because that's just too much. It's just too much. Okay, so we need 8 tons of carrots. So can we make 8 tons of carrots on the 2 fields that we have? If we plant carrots, what shall we get? We would get... What are you predicting? Expected storage space 35 tons. That's not bad. There we go, so that's that. If we can also cultivate, which we can, with our small tractor, then we can put 2 people on that, 2 people on that, 2 people on that, just to bring the time down. Want to harvest it there. Okay, that's good, I think. This is still a 96%. Let's confirm that. If that's going to give us what we think it's going to give us, i.e. 35 tons, that gives us more than enough for our... What's it? Okay, so now it wants us to prepare our fleet. It wants us to buy a small tractor. We might have messed ourselves up here a little bit. Because I've kind of jumped ahead. And we've bought the old tractor, not the small tractor. We could sell that for 15,000. But we'll keep it for now. So once a vegetable planter, build a vegetable planter. I wonder if we can change the thingy, the planting thing to do that. So vegetable planter, root harvester, where is that? There it is. We don't need bigger space for that. Seedbed preparator. Okay. Let's see if we can get the root harvester. I'm not going to worry about the small tractor if we can get by without it. Root harvester, there it is. There we go. We can. So we spent almost all of our monies. So now let's go back and see if we can change the contract. The thingy bobber.
All hands brace for impact.
We cannot. Okay. What we can probably do is use them on here. Carotis, carotis, carotis. Harvesting's manual? Ah, it is at that time, okay. So, do we need to cultivate? No, we don't, because there's hardly any weeds. What time do we have the weeds going? The weeds. We're planting towards the end of April, so if we do that after then, that's fine. May. Okay, that's cool. That's probably the earliest because the workers are both busy at that point. Okay. And that should give us 7.27 tons of carrots as well. Do that. Confirms. Okay, so at least we'll be using the equipment as well. We haven't bought the small tractor. We could do, just to get that out of our way, but we're not going to for the minute. Actually, yeah, given the fact that how it's going to work, we probably ought to. Might mess us up a little bit. As in, we're now 8 grand of monies. So let's have a look at finances, loans. Might, yeah. Might take out a loan here. Take out the biggest loan we can take for now. See how we go. Let's bet on success. Bet on success. Build 1 refrigerated warehouses. Okay, so build a refrigerated warehouse. Build that. Ah. Hey man, now that I can type again, that's a lot of room for sheep. Indeed. But that's something that is now actually being shown to you, so you know how much space it wants for the sheep. But yeah, 0.1 of a hectare for each sheep seems a little bit heavy to me. But there we go. What do I know? I'm just a fad. So there we go. Okay, so that's done that. Increase nutrients by fertilizer spreader. Use fertilized field action. Okay, so we haven't bought that yet. Okay, build by fertilizer spreader. Where is it? Where is? Oh, there it is. Okay, we might need to have another parking space. Build a Rooney. Parking. I've got a small parking space over here. Like so. We're going to move a small tractor over here. And we're going to put the fertilizer spreader over here as well. Yeah, that's what we want. That facing that way. Boom. Okay, perfect. Use the fertilized field action. Okay, so let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's just put some nitrogen on this one. Diamond Boy comes in with the butts. Indeed. Hello. How are you today, sir? I hope you're well. So yeah, so we're shooting for 8 tons of carrots. We've planted enough that hopefully we'll get maybe 40 tons of carrots. Hopefully. We've got some sheep and they are nomming away on things. Nomming away on the ryegrass, as usual. Hello, Mr. Fabbot. Hello. So, Wilbut is through with Nanny. So, I've got so much stuff in this room at the minute, I've actually got the gate across shutting it off so he can't get here. Even if he wanted to, he couldn't come see you. It's a shame, but there we go. That's the way it is. Dun 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 dun. So what are we waiting for? Oh, we're on pause. That's what we're waiting for. We're on pause. What are we waiting? Da da dudley dudley. Did that do the fertilize field action? No, it didn't. It wanted us to use the fertilize the whole field action, I guess, as in not just the nitrogen. That's evil. All of the man, all he wants is all the space. Well, yeah. Oh, no, it did work. Excellent. Okay, so we've performed these other ones. So it went through irrigation and other things. Buy a wind pump. So buildings can be placed on the map to boost surrounding fields. The build pump. So this is new. Wind pump provides water infrastructure to nearby fields, making it easier to tend to the crops, effectively increasing the yield. So we want to have that, probably. So if we put one there, it gives us 7%. If we put one there, it gives us 8%. Oopsie. Not place it there. Is there anywhere we can place it? Cannot be placed over fields, roads, or buildings or waters. So where's the biggest area that we've got? Nothing. So even out here it's showing red. Have we got an area that is entirely devoid of things? Let's look. Let's look. Let's see what we've got. I'm guessing this is one of the new things. I'm guessing it might be a little bit borked. There is no empty ground. Delete fields beforehand to make room. That makes sense, but again, if it can't overlap with anything anywhere, then that's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, so look, this is it here. So maybe it's because it's not overlapping one of our fields. Maybe that's what it needs. That's interesting. So let's go, where were we before? Are we out here? Interesting. See, because even there you can't place it. Odd. Odd. Okay. Where are we? We're back over here, aren't we? Yes, we're up here. So can we do this? Buildings can be placed on the map to boost. Okay. While placing, check the boxes above the fields. The closer to the centre of the field, the greater the effect. Okay. That kind of makes sense. So it wants us to buy a wind pump. We can't place it over fields. You see, because it looks from footprint that should work. That should definitely work, but there we go. Let's find a field where there's nothing else around. Or like here. Can it work here? Those aren't fields that belong to us. Okay. Okay, let's try and figure this part out. Oh, we can get rid of the water there as well. So we can't get rid of the buildings and stuff. Okay, let's see if that helps some way. Does not seem so. Okay. That's a little bit unfortunate. Okay. Maybe if we delete this field. Let's have a look. Field tools, field delete, delete that. Let's see if we can now place it. No. Is it because we don't have enough money? No, it's not. We just cannot do it. Okay. So if we had a field here. So say we bought this field. Let's buy that field. I'm going to save it first. Let's save it before I do this. Save. Ah. Add string 2, 1. So now we're going to buy this field. And we're going to... See, we still can't do that. There. With nothing else around but the field, you can't do it. Cannot be placed. Even though there's nothing else in it. Sell that field. We took a £2,000 loss on that, but I'm not worried about that too much. Okay, so yeah, we're going to ignore the tutorial now for the bit. Then, I think. So yeah, we'll carry on. Shame, but there we go. I just don't seem to be able to do it. Okay. Okay. That's not much I can say to that, really. Except, well, let's just get going. Let's see what we get from our carrots. So we are now cultivating. It's going slower. I think this one is not just smaller equipment, but also slower than the small tractor. I think. But that's fine. We shall figure these things out. Bad, what is the most delicious thing that you have eaten this year? That is a good question. Obviously the year's not that old. What is the most delicious thing? Now we're relying on memory. I mean, this is not the most ideal of things. I'm going to say, and this sounds a little self-serving, but I'm going to say the cheese straws that I made for New Year's. Because they did taste good. And the mince pies that our neighbour made. Because they were good too. Wait, you made cheese straws? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I baked some cheese straws for Christmas and for New Year. So it was something my dad used to do. So I kind of decided last Christmas that I wanted to revive the tradition and do it. So I did. So I spent some time trying to figure out what the recipe should be. And yeah, now I can reproduce them at will. Which is nice. Very cool. Delicious and sentimental. Yes, absolutely. And Mum enjoyed them as well, so it wasn't just me, and that's not just a self-serving compliment myself, pat myself on the back. You made something really nice, Fed. So yeah. But then the year is, we haven't really done anything much special food-wise yet this year. Have we not got the sheep coming out? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got the 6 sheep are now out using the pasture lands. That's good. That makes sense. So we are making more wool. Oh, we've got quite a bit of wool there. Let's sell that. That gives us some money. Happy with that. 17 grand in the banker-rooney. That's what we like. So yeah, so how's everyone's week starting? Mine's gone pretty well. So it's been a productive Monday. I won't know about Thursday and Friday streams until after Wednesday is done. So we are going to be playing that one by ear. I do apologise. But I can't change that. So I don't know if I will be going to work Wednesday and then Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday and then not until the following week. So we're going to have to be flexi-bubble. Flexi-bubble is always good, except for when it's not. So let's try this edit field thing. I haven't tried the edit field, so let's have a look at this one here. So let's do an edit field, because I haven't played with that one. Oh, I like this one. Remove the point with delete. Click. Oh, okay, so if I want to delete that point, I just do the... Oh, yeah, I like it. I like it, like it, like it. So that's cool. Press enter to finish editing. Okay, there we go. So we can edit the fields as well. I like that they've done. Geordie! Hello. Geordie's been lurking for a bit, went for food, but you're back now. Well, welcome back. Hopefully you've got something nice, and hopefully you've brought enough for everybody. Limber fad sounds nice. Well, yes. Flexi bubbles, yes. One must be flexi bubble. If one is not flexi bubble, then bad things will happen. So yeah, so we are, for your benefit, Geordies, you've been lurking, so you know what's going on. But yeah, we're back in Luxembourg again. We're actually in Luxembourg City, as it were. And we have placed our farm right here. And if you were to look on Google Maps, you would find a little building right here. And you find a little kind of note on Google Maps here that says Ascenseur or l'ascenseur du Grund, which is basically the lift. It takes you from the top to the bottom to go into the Grund. Because this is not flat in real life. Let's just say that much. This is all a big valley area that runs through the city. And where's yeah, there's parts of it's all bridges across and stuff like that. This is actually quite a small bridge, and this here was the pub that we used to go to, and then down the road here somewhere would be the nightclub that we'd go to, where we went to the phone parties when we were very, 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 very young. Yep. It all happened. It all happened in Luxembourg, folks. It all happened in Luxembourg. Geordie had a fry-up. Nice! Did I have a good rest of my weekend? Yep, the weekend was good, thank you. I obviously enjoyed the stream with Dare yesterday, so if you didn't see that, obviously do have a look at Dare's channel. We were playing Supermarket together, and it was just total carnage. It was funny. It was funny. So, and why would it not be funny? Yeah, I like the field editing. They've definitely stepped the game up on that. I like it a lot. Okay, so now we're waiting for carrots to grow. Let's go back to fasty speed. Fasty speed. Josh, good evening. That is Sun Shadow, isn't it? Yes, it is Sun Shadow. The blue on my OBS makes it difficult to read. The supermarket went smoother than you expected it to. Well, I would agree with that. Josh says, fancy jamming the checkout there. Evening, Fad, how are you doing? I put the checkout there because it just seemed to make the most sense, because you're then back to the wall, so no one can get behind you. And yeah, it allows them to queue on the wall. So that's where I put it in my single player when I tested it out, but there we go. Just made logical sense to me. Okie dokie, Geordie. Sunshadow got a job offer today, so that part of your life is improving. Excellent, fantastic. Well, Sunshadow, my news obviously I think is as expected. I have now formed my own company, and my company will be providing services starting on Wednesday. The contract's been signed. I've signed the contract. So I'll be providing services 3 days a week up in London. So I'm happy with that. Oh, it looks like we've got some irrigation needs because it's getting hot in here. So don't take off all your clothes. Trucking Fabulous Logistics. No, that's not the name of my company, Geordie. But nice try. So yeah, so congratulations, Sunshadow. Really pleased. Hopefully that gives you everything that you need and doesn't give you too much stress. Geordie says, hiss. Well, yes, quite. But alas, I can only do as much as I can do. Doodly doodly. Doodly doo. Only my house for the rest of the week. No one will be bothered if you take your clothes off. You still won't do it because it's cold. Well, that's fine. What kind of services, Josh asks? Well, that would be IT-related services because I work in the IT industry. So I will be consulting and hopefully helping to improve some of the services and stuff that they've got going on. So it's, yeah. I won't go into too much detail because that's obviously their company's business, but it's just going to be helping them to get things running more smoothly, give people the confidence to do the jobs that they're doing, and kind of take things to the next level, as it were. Which it sounds horribly cliche business, but let's take it to the next level. But that's effectively what it is. Did I get what I needed through yet? I forget what I needed, Geordie, but yeah, pretty much everything I need to get going for Wednesday is gotten. So Sunshine says, my former job needs your services badly. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, paperwork based. Oh, yeah, the contracts have been executed. The company is formed. I have the bank account. I haven't got the letter from Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs yet, but I'm sure that'll be coming soon enough. So, Geordie says, off to company's house I go. Well, you don't know the company
hands
name.
brace for impact.
I'm not sure if you even know my name. You might do, but yeah, you don't know the company name. So, Sunshine, I had to log into 3 different computers, and each one had to be set up separately. That's just crazy. Spotify tells you. Really? Oh yes, of course it does, because I had to put in the author information, and it wanted the real name. So yes, of course, Spotify tells you. Be sure your sins will find you out. Mind you, not that my real name is actually that much of a secret, but I'd be more tempted to guard my address than my name. So, I can have all of your nothing. Yes, well, yeah. I mean, I've got mountains of debt at the minute, so anyone's welcome to have that. I mean, if you think it will do you some good. But there we go. You'll pay it off, Geordie. The trouble is, a lot of it's to my brother, so it's kind of not with a bang. Oh dear. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Despite this, I wanted to get ISO rated for the aerospace industry. Ooh. Yeah, they don't sound very efficient, Sunshadow, I have to say. I mean, I can get that you have particular needs. But some of these companies really overcomplicate stuff. I mean, like, way overcomplicate stuff. I mean, the company that I'm going to go to work for asked me a very simple question. And that question was, what kind of computer do you want? Do you want an Apple? Or do you want a Windows computer? And I said, whatever's better for you, whatever you have, whatever works out cost-wise, I don't care. I can work with either. Because I want to be I'm in that space of, okay, let's be agreeable. Let's be easy. Linux, says Geordie. Well, yeah. I've ended up with a Windows-based computer because I said I generally use Windows, but I can use Apple. That's no particular difficulty to me. But again, whatever they have available, if they have an old one available to be reused, it's not the end of the world. Ultimately, I'm only going there as a consultant, so just make it make financial sense for the company, not buying a new computer and stuff like that. So, i3 first gen, well, I think I was told it's like an HP 630 XL or something like that, a touchscreen Majingerizer thing, which is fine. It's a computer, it's a work tool. I shall bend it to my will. So there we go. Ooh, nice, Windows 8. Well, yeah, Windows 8. Windows XP. Windows Vista. There we go. If you want to go, I can go as far back as Windows 3.1. So my first, I think I actually got certificates in implementing and installing and configuring Windows NT 3.51. Windows had 95 as your first. Well, there you go. I was there when it was Windows 3.1 before 95. Back when we had to know DOS commands and things like that. Windows 97 was the last truly stable version, so go with that one. Well, Geordie says, I'm just a baby, though. Well, DOS was BAE. Well, DOS was interesting. If you understood it, DOS was interesting. So, because I used to help out the sysadmin when I was at college. I used to help the sysadmin out for the learning center, particularly when a virus swept through, infected all the PCs in the learning center. So I actually had to shut it down and rebuild all of the PCs. So, and I helped him do that. There were bunches of my friends trying to kind of look over his shoulder to get the administrator passwords, and I was just nice to him and wanted to help him out. So he just would give me the password because he trusted me. And I'd help him out and do stuff, and when he wasn't around, I'd fix stuff, and I'd be the sysadmin. It's cool. But Windows 58 was released for touchscreen PCs. Okay, I don't know. I have no idea. It might be Geordie, but who knows? Windows 8, yeah, that's fine. Saw one job application that wanted your full job history. As it was already not my preferred job, I declined to give up 20 plus years of jobs, including multiple side jobs. Well, yes. They seem to want a lot. They seem to want a lot nowadays. And it's going to, yes, give us your inside leg measurement. We want to know whether or not your left one's bigger than your right one. It's kind of, really? Are you sure you need all this stuff? And that's just for an application. And it's kind of, hang on a minute. So, yeah. Time to go. Lunch is done. Thanks for fun. Yep, thanks, Train Man. Thanks for stopping in, as always. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow. As I said earlier, just in case you didn't catch it, I don't know what streams will be for the rest of the week after tomorrow, because obviously Wednesday I'm going to work, and I don't know if I will be working Thursday and Friday. So I don't know what my schedule is going to be. Josh says, is that common, one being bigger than the other? Actually, Josh, yes, I believe it is. I believe it is quite common. I don't know about necessarily bigger, or possibly just a level of asymmetry. But yes. I have the document with that information, but I was not going to type out several pages of jobs into their format. Oh yes, Sunshadow. Again, it's kind of, can't you just read my resume? Oh no, but you have to type it in again. Why? What value do I get out of typing it in again, other than just making it easier for you to reject me for some stupid reason that you've invented in your heads? So how about no? So yes, I'm with you on that. So let's have a look, see how much wool we've got. We've got another 13,000 squidoodles worth of wool. It lets the ATS software evaluate you so they don't have to. Well, yes. But again, Diamondback, if... Yeah. I was talking to someone about a job search as well, and it's yeah, no, if all you can do is run it through an AI thing and try and figure out if it's got enough just based on a keyword search, you don't know enough to hire me. So goodbye. So my resume does not have all my jobs. It is a separate document. That's fine. That's fine. Again, when you've been doing multiple things at once, you want to focus on the important stuff and what actually makes a difference to what you're doing. I mean, yes, but it's good fun. And unfortunately, here everyone uses ATS. Well, yeah, they do, and they're quite silly for it, to be honest. I mean, I think I said to everyone towards the end of last year, I actually applied for a job at a company that I used to work for a job title that I used to do and is on my CV. And I put my application in, And I just got the automated thank you, but no thank you very much. And it's kind of silly having to pay real people to work in their eyes. Well, yes. But they think they're going to get talent that way. You make it so difficult for people to apply for jobs that the quality people, are not going to do it. Because I'm sorry, anyone that's going to be in the higher tier earnings categories of their respective fields, they're not going to hunt after a job and run through 10 different hoops sideways, wearing a tutu, just because someone says so. I really think it's got to go for an adjustment. But there we go. We'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. It might be that the entire workforce that's looking for jobs has got to work harder and harder and harder to get those jobs. Most people like that are direct hire, I assume. There is a lot of it. They will get talent, just not the talent they want. Well, that's true, Sunshadow. And ultimately, a lot of it is networking. It's who you know. Because if you're getting a job, if you're getting through the ATS, fantastic, well done to you. But if you're getting a job, chances are you've probably got a personal connection to someone and says, yeah, come and help us out. We know what you can do. We know you. You're a good fit for what we're doing. Because there's all this stuff about cultural fit. Do you fit with the culture? Are you going to work kindly with our people? Are you not going to upset and hack a lot of people off? How do you know that from just an assessment of an ATS thing? Mattingham, hello. Says, I work on the railways. The old boys network is very much alive and well. Oh, it is. It is. And it's not always just the old boys network, but it is the network of, okay, do you know people in places? And that's what I was having to leverage to try and get a job myself. I was, instead of just applying for jobs, I was going to people that knew me to see if they knew people that needed people that knew me, that knew them, and would work. So there we go. Fully understand the need for cultural fit. I've had some jobs where people simply don't fit despite having the technical expertise. Absolutely. When I hired someone years ago, and I hired them despite the fact that they were really nervous at interview, but I hired them, and they were excellent. They were absolutely stupendous, truly technically brilliant. But their personal skills were just they were just shy. They weren't abrasive or anything. They were just shy. And so I tried to help build up confidence over a period of time, because for me, when you're a leader and a manager of people, you kind of help them develop, you help them get better, you help them improve, you help them build their careers. Because that's the joy of it. It really is the joy of it, to see someone else succeed because you've given them an opportunity, because you've helped them to see something a different way, to kind of change the way they work at something. So rewarding. Geordie says, identify as a pineapple. That might get you a job. Well, yes, but maybe not the job that you want. So, yeah. And you see, that's a good work colleague and boss. Well, that is genuinely how it should be, Mattingham. It really should. The trouble is, a lot of people get promoted into positions, never get trained how to be a manager, never actually get a manager that encourages them, and that then doesn't help, unfortunately. But I was very lucky to have a manager for a long time that encouraged my growth, encouraged my just encouraged my career, and they did fantastically for me, and I really respect them for that. One of my first bosses that screamed at me until he was red in the face for no real good reason, I never respected again after that day. Too many people think supervisor and manager are the same position. Oh, yeah, that's a difficult one, Sunshadow. A job as a SpongeBob. Well, maybe. I think I usually term it, Sunshadow, the difference between being a manager and a leader. A leader doesn't tell you exactly how to do what you're going to do. They kind of show you the direction and take you on the journey, and they're there with you. A manager is someone that kind of, manage things, lead people. That makes sense, Diamondback. So, and too many people get drunk with whatever authority, whatever position they get given. They go, "Oh, I've got an important job title. I am the best." It's kind of, are you? There's no one better than you? Do you really have that level of arrogance? But, is there no one on your team that knows something better than you that you could then say, well, this was Carol's idea. Carol did a fantastic job here, and I'm really pleased to have her on the team. Because I think that reflects better on someone who is in that position, to acknowledge their team's strengths and to acknowledge that they've worked with their team. But there we go. Yes, many people do have that level of arrogance. Yes, I was being slightly facetious there, Sunshadow. But yes, that is very, very true. Okay, so we've got 36 tonnages of carrots have come off of the field. Let's get this converted over to ryegrass quite quickly. Let's give it a cultivatorization. Cultivatorization. There we go, that'll do. I think we'll lock that in. Okay, so let's now go and we can fulfill our contract. Complete the contract. There we go. Excellent. We're probably not going to get the credit for it because we still can't buy the wind pump, but that's okay. But I was watching, I don't know if you've seen this, it's something new in my YouTube feed earlier on today, or maybe yesterday. And it was a couple of guys, and they were basically just reading through this text conversation between a boss and an employee. And it's kind of, this is, I think you know where this is going. But it's kind of, there was one boss who was, let's say the name was Emma. I forget what the name of the employee was. Emma, you this is unacceptable. You're late. I think it was like 5 or 10 minutes. Like 5 or 10 minutes late. And over the course of a month, there were like 3 or 4 instances where 5 or 10 minutes late. Not half an hour, not an hour, 5 or 10 minutes late. And then the conversation back was this, but I'm working until like 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. I'm working all these extra hours, and you're focused on the fact that I'm 10 minutes late to the office in the morning. Not the fact that I've spent an additional 4 hours in the office in the evening just to kind of meet what the expectations are. And it's kind of, we know where that ended. So that ended with the employee going, okay, well, I feel like I'm not being appreciated here. I'll put my resignation in. Bye. So you've seen them horrify pretty much every one of them dreadful managers. Yeah, absolutely. Now, obviously, when I was doing some of my previous roles, I had to deal with difficult situations. I had an instance where we had a member of my team who was not delivering. This was service desk, so they weren't delivering the customer service that we expected. And they'd been given multiple coachings on it to try and improve. And it wasn't happening. Now, my conversation with their manager, because this was an external supplier, my conversation with their manager was, I think we need to make the decision. So let's find a suitable home for them, and then we can fill that position with someone that's going to work out for us. it wasn't get rid of them at the earliest time. It's let's find a suitable place for them to go, find a nice project for them that they're going to go and they'll work effectively, and then we'll start the recruitment process and we'll find someone that's going to work in that, because they were a good person. They just couldn't do what I needed them to do, and we'd given them plenty of chances. But there's no need to be unkind about it. So, but there we go. Sunshine says they have that level of arrogance, or refuse to even think about accepting any kind of authority because that would require work and considering other people. Yeah, well, I have a hard time not considering other people. I really do. Yeah, can't. I don't think I can say it much more simply than that. If you can't be considerate of others, then leading others or managing others is really not the career choice I would think you would want to make. But there we go. And I mean, again, might sound self-serving, but I'm the guy that when we changed suppliers and my team was changed completely, I lost my entire old team. I had many members of the team saying, "You've been such an inspiration to us. You've been really kind to us. I've never had a manager that worked the way you do, because you actually spoke to us." And this is like, I'm the director and I'm talking to the service desk agents that are answering the phone because they answer the phone. They do the job. Geordie says, sent you a DM, no rush for you to check it. So you know that means I'm going to have to rush to check it. But there we go. So, yeah. What we got? What am I doing? I'm just trying to figure out where my Discord is on the phone. Oh, it said... Ah, okay. I will look at that in due course, because I don't know if there's any sound with it, Geordie, and I don't want to kind of whack that over the microphone unexpectedly. I've always been the person who tried to fill a hole and do my best doing it. Absolutely, Sunshadow. Some of the people that really have frustrated me in my career have been but that's not my job. Really? Okay. Fantastic. Super smashing great. Well done for you. The people that kind of, okay. Can I help you out with that? Well, yeah. Fantastic. Well done. And I was, again, I think I've said this before, when I was on the ships, I was the IT guy. Does that mean that I was too good to speak to a passenger and guide them around the ship when they needed directions? No, of course not. Customer service is everybody's job. Does that mean that when it was a busy time, I was too good to go and help print out the tour tickets and fold the tour tickets and put them in envelopes? No, I did that happily to help my friends out. Because if it made their lives easier, it was worth it. It's just a promo piece to the song that releases on the 24th. Ah, cool. Nice. Nice. Yeah, my next release is currently the 10th of February, but I need to get some other ones in before then. Most notably Up and Down the Field, which I did play earlier. So what are we doing? Let's go back to the marketplace. I don't think we've sold all the carrots, have we? No, we haven't sold all the carrots. Let's sell the carrots. Let's sell the wool. There we go. Don't think they're still buying. So we actually, let's have a look at our monetary. So we're actually doing a lot better. We're only 15 grand down this year, when you consider we purchased a bunch of equipment. So we're actually doing reasonably okay. So I'm happy with that. Attingham spent many hours assisting passengers during disruption because frontline staff and the passengers appreciated seeing the HQ staff. That's one of the best things you can do, is if you're in a leadership position, when something's going wrong, Don't just leave the team to it. Help them, support them, guide them through it. Be there. Yeah. Next one is tonight, technically, but not giving it as much fanfare. Okay, fair enough, Geordie. It's all okay. It's all hunkily-dunkily. So... dun dun doddly doddly. Yes. So yeah. One of the reasons I quit my last job is that every time I asked if I could help with something, I was told that someone needed to do something else first, which never got done, and so you had nothing to do. But they expected you to keep busy. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh no, you can't do that. Oh no, you can't do that. Well, what does it you want me to do? Yeah, that I can see where that would be frustrating. Blessed be the people. Blessed be the people. So yeah, let's. I don't know. Was I on pause there? That wasn't ideal. So yeah. Yeah, one of the companies I left a long time ago now, I decided that I needed to leave before I ended up hating it. Because it was just, yeah. There was a focus, and this happens in a lot of companies. There was a focus on everything that's new and shiny. And we need to do this new thing, and we need to do that new thing, and we must do this new thing, and it's got to be this, and it's got to be that. And they're constantly focusing on all of the new stuff. And they forget to look at, okay, well, what's broken? What are we using right now that isn't working for us, that needs to be improved, that needs to be fixed? And you can't get any attention for that. And this kind of, so you're forging ahead. You're leaving this trail of debris behind you and no one's tidying it up. And it's silly. It really is silly. But there we go. We can probably speed. Let's get through to the end of the year and see what we come up with. Because I don't think we can get another crop on these now. That's okay. Company had a process on paper, but no one went to the effort of actually implementing it. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Now, sometimes people write processes that are intensely intense for no good reason, other than the fact, well, we've written it this way, so we have to do it this way. Why? Well, that's the way we've always done it. Why? Well, because that's the way we've always done it. But yeah, but why? Explain it to me so it makes sense. Just because you've always done it doesn't mean that's the best way. Why? And that was actually when new. It was a running joke. Whenever anyone new joined my team in my last job, I would task them. The first time I met them, it's like, right, okay, you've got a really important job to do. Do you know what your most important job to do as a new member of the team? Your most important job is to ask questions. If something doesn't make sense, ask the question. If we can't tell you why it makes sense the way we do it, maybe we need to be better. And you can apply that to everything. You can apply that to your own life. Maybe if you do something a particular way and there's no particular reason other than the fact that that's just your habit, maybe it's worthwhile just trying something different. See if it works better. See if it works worse. Absolutely, Mattingham. I always said to them, The only stupid question is the question that you think of but don't ask. Because then you don't enlighten yourself and you don't get better. So... Process on paper was good, but people who wrote it were too busy chasing new things, much like I just stated. Yeah, yeah. Well, we wrote it down. Yeah, okay, fantastic. But did you ever actually make it work in the real world? Did you make sure that there were enough people to do it? Did you make sure that the people that needed to do it were trained? The only stupid question is the one that I've already answered 4 times in the last hour. I would actually kind of challenge that a little, Sunshadow. I would say if the question has been asked 4 times in the last hour, why was the answer not clear? Is it that the person didn't understand the answer? Did they not take the answer on board? Are they not capable of doing what's expected of them? So I'd say it's still valuable, but just maybe a different value than that. So I play devil's advocate a bit here. That's kind of what I do. It's my
All hands brace for impact.
A little bit of my nature, really, that. So, and I think that's part of the reason that the place I'm going to work at wants me to kind of go there, because they don't want someone to go in, right, okay, I know best. This is how we're going to do it. Because that's not the way to do it. Particularly not when you've got a group of people that are already doing the job. And they're doing it well. They just need to kind of iterate and kind of go a few levels round the kind of improvement cycle. And that's fine. We should never of us be so arrogant to think that we are operating it the best way we can. We can always improve. Fair enough. Either way, it's time to step back and start evaluating deeper questions. Exactly, Sunshadow. And when stuff went wrong, we sometimes you'd have significant things that go wrong. It's okay, so what's my part of this? Did I not get the right training? Did I not, when I signed off on the training, was it not correct? Was it missing something important? What could I, as the leader, have done differently to have stopped this negative outcome? Not how do I blame my team, not how do I blame someone else, not how do I blame a different team. What could I have done that would have helped, that would have made a difference? And I think there's too much rush to either blame or avoid blame, that people forget to ask themselves that question honestly. But there we go. So, I'm really enjoying the chat tonight, actually. You guys are doing a really good job. So, I love it when we get onto these topics where you can just talk about stuff and be passionate about something that you care about. It makes a huge difference. Huge difference if you can be passionate about something. Da, da, da. Passionate about drinking soda. Or some such. Sunshadow is just happy not to be completely going out of your mind. Well, again, that was something I always advocated with my team. It's mental health. If you need to go take a walk, go take a walk. If you need to go see a therapist, go see a therapist. There's no shame in any of those things. Whatever you need to do to have your head operating in a way that's relaxed and meaningful and allows you to do your task. Even if the budget this month is not going to be entirely smooth. Well, yeah. I've always said there is absolutely 0 point in working at a place where you are miserable. Because it's soul destroying. And you can't get time back. There's only a finite amount of time that we have. You can't get it back. So why spend it miserable? Why spend it unhappy? Yes, things may be difficult for a while. But you'll find a way. Someone will see the value of what you bring. Be that a stranger from thousands of miles away, be that someone working in the same company as you, be that someone you used to work with, someone will see the value. And if they don't, that's their loss, to be honest. That's why it's, again, when it comes to end of times with jobs, and it's not your choice, TM checks for jobs vacancies, well, it's always easier to find a job when you have a job. As I can certainly attest to over the last kind of almost 2 years. So it was 2 years ago in March that I lost my job. Rather careless of me. I just can't think for the life of me where I put it. But there we go. But it's, yeah, that was my approach this job hunt for the most part. Yeah, it was something I did years ago, and I was looking for a job, and I took every rejection letter, because this was back in the days when people would actually send you a rejection letter rather than automated email saying we're not taking your application further at this time. You'd get an actual letter from an actual person that would have reviewed your curriculum vitae or resume and said, yeah, unfortunately we're not, you're not suitable for this, or we don't think that this is the right opportunity. And yeah, so I took each rejection letter and I put it on my wall. I plastered it up on my wall because each one was a step closer to the job that was out there waiting for me to find it. Jordy says his OnlyFans has been booming ever since. Well, but job hunting with not having a job is tough. It really is, Sunshadow. It really is. I've lived it for a good few years. Granted, some of that was on me because I took time. I wanted to take time. I needed to take time. The silence is the hardest part. Yeah, it really is. The lack of response, the lack of care that organisations go to in the recruitment process, because they're just so overwhelmed with so many people that they say, well, we can't possibly reply to everyone, so we won't reply to anyone. And that's, yeah. That, I think, is a little bit unfortunate, shall we say. But again, it's not a personal affront to us. It just means that opportunity wasn't the right opportunity. So we have to almost infer that negative response of, okay, that one wasn't the right opportunity. Time to kind of pick up, dust off, go positively forward. A rejection at least gives feedback, which gives some direction. Yes. But again, I think ultimately the only advice I can give anyone now, if they are out there looking, is you've got to work your connections. You've got to focus on the people that you know with. What was that boss that you worked with 2 years ago that was really nice, that you really enjoyed working with? Where are they now? What are they doing now? Do they know of someone that's looking that may be a good fit for you? All that stuff. It all comes to pass. And in all honesty, companies nowadays, because of the way people have gone into such a frenzy over certain things, you won't get a company now. You won't get anyone give you any honest feedback about why they rejected your application, because they can't. Because no matter what they do, it will be viewed as some form of discrimination or some kind of something that you cannot be. They can't make a decision based on that, so they won't state a reason for a decision. Because at some point it'll be declared that you can't make a decision based on that, and there'll be legal ramifications, and they just don't want that. So, and that's unfortunately the world we've managed to create for ourselves. Gotta love the lawyers getting involved in the process, but the lawyers get driven by the people because someone somewhere went, I don't like that. That's not fair. It's not fair that you said I'm not good at my job. Well, were you good at your job? Well, no, but you can't say it. Really? You sure about that? So yeah. And then, of course, you're discriminating against me because I'm X. No, you might be X, but you're also just crap at your job. So... And then it becomes difficult. Well, how do you prove that it wasn't discrimination based on X, but it was actually just the fact that they're rubbish at their job? So, there we go. There we go. Anyway, so I think we have made it to the end of another year. We're at the end of 2026. Let's have a little... We'll go forward into 2027. I'm going to probably leave it there. I'm just going to look. So we only went down 16,000. Obviously, that's with taking the loan. So we might do this again next week, just to see where we get to, because this is obviously they've done a lot of changes and updates. I'm quite liking what they've done. Obviously, there's some bits still to fix because you can't build the wind pump that I can, as far as I can determine at the moment. But that's okay. It's still in early access. It's still got a lot of promise, and I still love the concept of this game. Pick a spot on the map, pick a spot on the globe, and go farm. It's just a brilliant concept. And again, comes from real world mapping data. Brilliantly done. So Mattingham says, I could pull out all sorts of cards of discrimination. Don't feel the need because it's not necessary. If I need to, then fight. And I agree with you. If there is actual real discrimination, that needs to be tackled, that needs to be stopped. But equally, the people who are absolutely shockingly awful, that just hold on to the fact that they have some kind of protected characteristic and leverage that as a weapon against anyone that tells them they're wrong for any reason, that just needs to stop. It really needs to stop, because it's ridiculous. So yeah, unfortunately, common sense does need to prevail, and common sense is not that proliferate any longer. But there we go. So, Sunshine, my issue with discrimination is that most people that are likely to claim it are probably wrong. Yes, I would agree with that, because most people that scream the loudest about it are not screaming because they're being discriminated against. They're screaming because they are trying to get one over. The people that are quieter, that are being discriminated against, the ones that are kind of suffering almost in silence. But there we go. The only thing we can do there is to make sure that we kind of look at our own actions and our own kind of unconscious biases, which we all have, and try to tackle them and try to make them less of an impact on what's around us. But there we go. So yes. So there we go. We've done a couple of years worth of our farm. Again, I do enjoy this game. It's fantastic fun. We've had a fantastic chat about kind of jobs and job searches and all the other stuff that goes with it. So we're going to kind of go to our outro screen and try and see if we've got someone to raid. I'm probably going to do trucking tomorrow, Trucking Tuesday, probably. And we'll take it from there. And like I said, Thursday, Friday, I don't know if I will be streaming or if I won't be streaming. Please keep an eye on the Discord. and I will let you guys know. But yeah, let's go to our outro screen. Hopefully it all works still. So there we go. Okay, right, so let's see what we've got going on. Okay, I'm gonna just save that whilst I think about it. Got to get out because the music's playing in my ears. Okay, so now let's see if we've got somebody to raid. Find me somebody to raid. And I don't mean... Oh, that looks like no. It's not even showing me a following, so we don't have anybody to raid today. So we're going to leave it there. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for everyone that's been in the chat. Of course, thank you to Sunshadow Mattingham, Geordie Lion. Let's go back. Diamondback, obviously, and Trainman was here earlier.
Oh, he's turtling.
And there we go. Yeah. So thank you everyone, and of course Van was in the beginning. So yeah, have a fantastic rest of your evening. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back tomorrow with some trucking.
That's liability.
Geordie's got someone on Farm Sim if you'd like. Yeah, if you've got someone, Geordie, then cool. That would be a good build. I prefer to raid out if I can. But if you've got someone as a recommendation, I'm happy with that. I don't always do that, but there we go.
Okay.
Earth to Jess. Okay. See if I can search and filter. There we go. Okay, so we're going to raid over to Earth to Jess. So yeah, do stick around for the raid. She's lovely, but that's fine. We like lovely people. So do stick around for the raid. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, whatever you are doing. And I'll be back tomorrow with some trucking. And now I'm going to press the button and vamp for an additional 10 seconds because that's just how we do things here. Take care, everybody, and bye for now.